Well, right now the second of three races tonight, and qualifying already practically concluded for tonight. Right now, Trevor Asronoff, Cody Nichols, Justin Millicar, John Darnell, James Ware in the top five joined up here in the booth for tonight. Christopher Carter joined me up here, donating his free time to talk to me up here in the broadcast booth and give some pointers and insights on these cars. Chris, after our first after a first wild race, what can we expect with this one?
I think this one will be a little bit better than that last one. That's for sure. Even that was entertaining. I expect some good strategy and hopefully some clean driving.
Hopefully so. Well, right now, the track's pretty much dead. Its qualifying is about to come to an end. Just 26 seconds. Trevor Asronoff on the pole. Just mentioned, got a beer in my hand, ready to get going with it here. Gonna be a fun night already.
Oh, you finally got your beer in your hand?
Oh yeah. I'm talking a lot smoother, ain't
Yes, it is.
it? All right, now, stands pull up the times for tonight, and of course, 6 tenths of a second separates Trevor Asronoff from Cody Nichols from the pole. With that being said, 13 again, slightly bigger field for tonight. Go ahead and go down to the track tonight. So, ARCA cars, the best way I can describe how these cars have been the last 2 or 3 broadcasts that we've done, they act very similar to how the Gen 6s run when they come to Talladega and Daytona. Very similar. They almost act the same in a way. It's weird, actually.
Yeah, they do. Before they touched the ARC car, I think it's probably a couple updates ago that they actually had the ARCA car on iRacing perfect. A lot of the guys said that, and then we got that update, and it's kind of like they tightened the car up. And when you're in group racing now, it killed the car, and it'll get super loose on you, like real quick, and you can't control it. It's kind of like being in an Indy car.
Again.
In a draft, and somebody comes down in your corner, and they set you sideways. I don't know. In my opinion, they ruined the ARCA car. But other guys on iRacing, if you run it enough, you can figure it out and make it fast.
Give me 1 second here. Putting up the second link in the other MMS, the second of 3. And hell, if you want to, just stick around for the rest of the night. I had to do the same drill over again, but I'll get you in. But this is the second of 2 dash races to come. And right now, the field as it stands, Trevor Asronoff, Cody Nichols, first and second. Justin Millicar, John Darnell, Danny Barnes rounds out the top 5. James Warren ran out the top 5, actually. Never how it works either way. Dylan Jones, Justin Johnson. Which McCullough do we have in the number 10 or number 12?
They changed their numbers like they changed their diapers. It's every race.
Kenneth in the 10, Joshua in the 12. So Kim McCullough will be starting off 9th, and Daniel Earhart going to try to go for 2 in a row. Really going to try to sweep the weekend. Sweep Sunday, I should say, and win this one in the third one. Possibility. I've seen it done before.
I'd like to see it. I like old Everhart. Been racing with him for years, and he's a clean driver. You make him mad though, he will quit being clean for you. You can count on that.
I love a driver like that. I don't mind boys. I don't mind boys have at it up to a certain degree. Now, if it's flat out taking 3 or 4 or 5 cars with you, then that's kind of where I would draw the line. But if it's a little bit of contact and beating and banging off each other, I
Well,
don't mind it at all.
Well, you should never purposely wreck somebody, you know what I'm saying? But
Yeah.
you got to have patience, and maybe during the rest of that race where you got in that incident with that other driver, and maybe you won't be able to get what you would consider payback. And you let the race end, and then the next race you get in with them, maybe you'll find yourself in that perfect spot, and you can go, hey, remember?
Yeah.
That's what you do as a race car driver.
People would tell you a race car driver have memories about as long as elephants.
It's forever.
Right now, Chevrolet in the top 3, followed by John Darnell, the highest running Ford, Danny Barnes in a Chevrolet. Second of 3 races, ARCA at Talladega. We're rolling. I'm glad to see everybody's okay. Glad to see everybody's okay at the NASCAR race.
You got to go live.
Oh, yeah, that's right. There should be back up now. Should be anyway.
And I thought I was blind.
No.
You had me thinking I lost my eyesight right there.
John Ward did not take the green flag. So Ward already out of it. So 12 drivers settle it and already 3 wide. Down the back straightaway, Cody Nichols to the lead. Ezra Noth on the bottom trying to make something happen. And John Darnell working middle lane. Oh, already wrecking. Barnes on the side. Hold up, I gotta find. Jesus Almighty.
That had to be net code right there, or somebody wasn't paying attention. I ain't even seen the replay yet, and had to catch an apron or something. There's no way that
was
happens.
Immediate. And it takes.
Yeah, there's no way that happens.
Well, let me get a replay ready for us real quick. God Almighty, that was wicked. Not the way, and a lot of these drivers missed the darn first race to avoid this type of deal. All right, we're about live with it, Carter. Take us through it.
Wherever drive down, there's a whole lot of shoving. Whole lot of shoving. Let's see what, oh, yeah, that had to be net code. That wasn't a bad push. That was 100% net code right there. If we go to the side view right here, Jim Bob, I guarantee a bumper was in a bumper.
Matter of fact, I can do that for you. Matter of fact, I can do you better than that. Right on board with John Darnell.
If it's not, his entire computer shut down at that moment, and he just hit the air brakes, because that doesn't happen.
Getting it ready for you here. Moving on board with John Darnell. Ron dancing around.
Yeah, he was already check the card. He was already probably inside his bumper at that moment.
And that Raging Idiot Racing Network Ford already torn up before we even get started.
Let's get that hella view and see what it says up there. I think we might be able to see a little bit different. Maybe there was dancing going on that we couldn't see.
Go on board and get the blink cam, get it rewind here. Just looks like just dancing across the back bumper.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, still hard to say because it hooks right in the middle is when it hooks.
Yeah, I didn't see nothing, no dancing right there when they made contact, but the thing about netcode is it remembers like 3 seconds, you know what I'm saying? 2-3 seconds. So when you dance around like that on the bumper, it remembers that and it will catch up. That's part of the thing where when I first got into iRacing, you got to hold a line. That's why they would say hold a better line.
Well, for
but I didn't see no fault from neither driver.
Well, I would call it a racing deal, really. I'm in agreement. Well, unfortunately, a racing deal that wipes out about half the field will take away about 3 or 4 drivers as fast repairs right to start with. And of course, if you're Danny Barnes, got vertigo right now. Nonetheless, under the first caution already for tonight. And if it's anything, I hope these races are not precursors to what's to come. But hey, I'll say this: first race, entertaining as all hell. Entertaining as all
Oh
hell.
yeah,
It
for
was
sure.
awesome. That was actually one of the best races I've seen, despite 4 cautions.
Well, that's one thing about racing, though, is you can't just get in a car and jump out into another car and expect to do as good. I mean, if you did good in the first car and you think you're going to jump into a whole totally different monster and think you're going to do just as good, you're going to have a rude awakening most of the time. It's not going to end the way you want it to.
No, right now, judging by the front two, everything's going Daniel Earnhardt's way up to second. That was one of the things that I remember the last time talking to several drivers. It was HGR when they ran them. But these cars, they don't like hooking bumpers in the corner, and I mean, it's just, you'll never know if it's netcode or really what the deal was. It looks like netcode, but
Well,
you just
well,
never
I've
know.
been saying it since they did that update, Jim Bob, that you can't really connect bumpers in these. You got to use the air pocket. And I know you've driven cars on iRacing, and it's the same way in real life. When they change the aero package, you got to allow air between the bumpers to shove. You can't touch one another.
It ain't the old days no more like it used to be. And of course, I know what you're talking about, but of course, when I lock bumpers with somebody, it's normally on the late model side of things. Which plans are
Yeah.
in the work. I'm gonna see what I can do. Try to be in a league whenever my Tuesday nights are freed up. I'm gonna try to get back into a league. See how Austin Green likes saying my name on the broadcast. Hopefully, I don't wreck every lap.
I'd say this third race is going to be jam packed. I
Oh
think
yeah,
if we get if we get less than 30 cars, I'll be surprised.
we're gonna get more than 12. That's for sure. Cause that's why regular MMS is the main event. Xfinity cars, 50 laps on deck right after this race. So going to be going through it pretty quick. That race will start at 10 o'clock. Well, actually, no, it's going to get pushed back. It opens at 10, cues at 10:15. It's going to get pushed back. Nonetheless, the field's rolling. Cody Nichols and Joshua McCullough brings them down. Great start by the 6, and really, you get a good jump like that is just pretty much, you know which lane to pretty much go with. At that point, just jump up to the top because you'll see the run that they get.
Oh yeah, yeah, for sure. I mean, with these things, these are beefy cars, so you don't have to really worry about falling back too much because you can get right back up there. But I think for these guys with a 25-lap shootout, I would want to probably try to stay in the top 5, so I'm not in the incidents.
Yeah. And right now, Joshua McCullough leads the field. How about Justin Johnson having a hell of a night to start off with? 5th in the first race, 2nd right now in this one with 20 to go.
I tell you, that's the driver that's getting better and better and better, and Justin's one of my buddies. I help him out, you know what I'm saying, when I can. And I work with him a lot, and he's learning to race here on iRacing Online. I mean, it's totally different.
It's a whole other animal, and John Darnell just won that first wreck and already backed up into the 3rd spot. Kenneth McCullough bringing it with him. James Waring with Trevor Asronoff on the outside lane. Neagles working the middle. Waring going to cover him, and now Asronoff and Justin Millicar. Oh! Waring hard into the wall. There they go again.
They just killed poor old Justin.
Just talk great about him. James Waring, massive damage. Trevor Asronoff, the front end jacked up on that car. It has not been a good night for Trevor Asronoff.
That was a bad push. I'd seen it happening. It was more than likely a big run with a bad push is what that was. Now, I could be wrong. We'll go back and look at it, but that's what I've seen on that one.
Good, and get it ready for everybody, you included.
They murdered Justin.
No, but Justin did get clipped. He'll be about the best one to watch. Matter of fact, I think it was more James Waring who got turned. Let's look at it. One of them got turned.
Look at that run they got.
Massive run. Waring's going to come down and cover the middle.
There comes Cody up the middle. Yep. And this is probably where the calls are going to happen.
Oh.
Bad block. Bad block.
And then everybody else just collateral. Bam. God almighty.
Yeah. Very bad block.
Rewind it here so you can't get a... Look at it in slow motion when it gets pulled back up. Trying to get closer. I always rewind too far backwards.
Not so much of as a bad block, but he should have went higher. If you're gonna go up there, go up high to the wall, and he didn't. So that's the outcome of that one.
As you see, everybody else just comes together. Looks like Johnson comes up on Neagles. He's going to clip Asronoff. Look at Dale.
It's like he automatically thought. I think James is in the 13. I think it's like he automatically thought he was going to run up there, hit him in the ass end, and shoot him forward, and they're going to run together. But no, when you move up from the bottom line, you have to pick a line. At that moment, I would have went straight to the wall and made you choose the inside. I would have never threw a move like that.
Right on board with a couple drivers here first. Right on board with Trevor Asronoff, see what he sees out of this. Gets a bumper shot of Justin Millicar. There's the contact from there. He had pretty much had no idea what was coming. Really, other than that, he won't. Doesn't look like he'll get a lot of damage out of this. Alright. We've seen it from one angle. We'll look at it from another one if I can find his name. And try to. This might be the last one before we go back green. Well, that's right on board with James Waring.
He switched lanes thinking James was going to pick him up. James went high, and he kind of moved up a little bit right there, and that wasn't going to be the case. James, if he was going to make that move, he should have made that move probably before they got in the corner instead of coming off as late as he did, because at that point you can't pick them up. They're going to be dropping like a rock.
Well, at the end of it, it'll take out. I believe the drivers involved. James Waring, obviously, Justin Johnson, Trevor Asronoff, Joshua McCullough, Cody Neagles, and I think Dylan Jones among the ones involved. And really, at some point, is it really, how necessary is it to try to block that outside lane from trying to get the run on there early in the race at least? Like, is it about like what we see in any other race where the driver tries to not so much block the run but try to stall out the run that we see off of 4 and off of 2 with most cars?
Well, I mean, he had no chance of stalling anybody because he was going through, he already made it through the corner and was coming up to hope that he would just pull down behind James and push him so he could maintain the lead. But at that point, you've been out front like that. You can't, if you're going to go up high, go up against the wall so I can collect you and we can separate ourselves from the bottom line to where we will carry the momentum. At that point, when he realized that instead of keep going up, he should have turned back down and just picked back the bottom line back up, and they'd have made it through that.
Well, at the end of the
I mean,
day, at the end of the day, it is 25 short laps, 100% fuel, so pit stops really aren't necessary. And I think drivers are trying to hold that track position, like you alluded to earlier.
oh yeah, for sure. I mean, you got to, but I mean, for him right there, when he realized he wasn't going to pick up James, James had that run. The only opportunity he had to stay up there and have a chance to be towards the front at that moment was to drag it back down, go to the bottom. He had plenty of room and pick the bottom line back up and go at it again with them. But mistakes will be made when you're driving. And it's short race like this, and there's a lot of pressure. It does happen.
Trevor Asronoff trying to hurry up and get caught up to the field. He actually will. As John Darnell, Steve Sizemore brings us down for the restart. Try this again. Into United Reynolds restart zone we go. We're rolling. I love that new flag animation. Right now, not a great start for Darnell. Not as good as I think is what he wanted. He'll have Justin Millicar over the back of him. Good news for him is Daniel Earnhardt jumped right up to the outside lane. Sizemore would drop back to James Waring, and there they go, 3 wide yet again.
A whole lot of blocking from here on out.
16 to go. Going to be 15 at the line. Earnhardt with the lead for the moment. Cody Neagle still fighting. Fighting strong. McCauley is too. Here comes Danny Barnes on the outside. MMS. 2 of their drivers in the top 5.
Look at this guy.
15 to go.
I imagine they would probably fall in line, just follow each other here, and try to finish this thing out and let everybody race for the positions they're going to get at the end of this thing. I mean, we don't want this to continue to be a wreck fest because every lap you lose is a lap that you can't gain that position.
Right now, going a lap down this late in the race would be bad. Especially if another driver goes a lap down in front of you. There you go. Starting to snake their way on the outside lane. Right now, while we got a moment in the action, see the biggest movers of the race so far. And is it any surprise with the night this driver's having? Daniel Earnhardt up 8 spots. Kim McCullough up 9. Josh McCullough up 6. Steve Sizemore up 4. They're the biggest movers so far of the race. And Earnhardt down to the bottom. You reckon he's going to see Sizemore and them coming?
I see him trying to slow that bottom line down with that move right there because that's what he did. He killed that air, but I don't think it's going to be enough.
Okay, here comes Sizemore with a run. John Darnell and Justin Johnson coming with him, but outside lane. Still with the majority.
Yeah, at this point, if I was in the top line, I would stay in the top line until the last lap. I mean, they got them lined up. There's no reason to change positions. If 3 or 4 other cars would jump down to the bottom right now, yeah, you'd have to make that decision, but I don't see it happening. Those 3 cars will not be able to have a chance here.
Right now, all they can do is try and see Dylan Jones jump down to the bottom, deep in the field back there with Johnson. Earvart's going to drop down. Didn't get as low as what he did the last time.
If they get another car or 2 down on that bottom here soon, they'll have that run, and then it'll become another race.
Oh! Earvart around into Jones, and God Almighty. Dylan Jones involved in this one, and the 2 in a row just got a lot harder from here.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure that just ended his night.
I think he's still got one fast repair left. He does.
It ain't gonna help him at this point.
Rewind it here. I think there's a similar incident to what we saw under our first caution. Lock bumpers and around she goes.
Yep, down they go.
And
It gets it too loose.
Well, too loose. He didn't have it. I don't even think he knew it was going around till it went around.
Nah, he felt it and was like, it's over.
Man.
It's kind of like it lifts the air off the rear of the car in front of you, and you can run up there and get on them. And that's why I've been trying to say the whole night that you can put the air between you, you're better off, because it's not lifting the air off and unpacking the rear shock, the springs. Because some cars, in some races, according to how your car's set up, if you keep your nose against the bumper in front of you, you can unpack their setup to where they start to get loose. Now, when you see it happen, you can back out, let them save it, but you understand that you have that. That's the way these cars are now.
Or Dylan Jones, he ain't have a chance.
Yeah, no, Daniel hit that grass. There was no way he was saving that.
It's like being on ice.
On track.
It's like sliding around on ice at that point.
Yeah, he had no control of that car. Best thing he could do, just shut it down. I mean, hold on. That's it.
Well, in case you're just joining us tonight, race recap so far. Third caution for 7 laps. Steve Sizemore is your leader. 1 lead change. I love that race recap animation. I love it, man. That's what I needed.
I'm pretty sure that when we get to this third race, it's not going to be nothing like this first 2. These cars are always like an iffy. If we're going to have a good race or a bad race, I mean, they're no different than any cars we just run. So,
Yeah. Man. Had the flu all last week and still ain't got rid of that cough yet. Well,
that's funny. I woke up and ate McDonald's yesterday, and started feeling ill about noon. And by 5 o'clock, I was like, you know what? It had to be it. And I ate McDonald's. I think it was Bristol, Tennessee, or Bristol, New Hampshire. I think it was where I got those sandwiches from. Like 7 a.m. Took to about 5 o'clock, and I already knew I was sick.
I actually had to eat McDonald's the other night, as a matter of fact. Weren't bad. I got the value meal.
I got the sausage, egg, and cheese biscuits. I got 2 of them. So by noon, I was like, "What's going on?" A little ill. 2 o'clock rolled around. 3 o'clock rolled around. I got iller, and I was like, "Yeah, I know what it was," because I woke up feeling really well. So
Crap happens.
yes, it does.
That's one thing I'm not got. I ain't got food poisoning or nothing like that. About the last time I got sick over a meal that I can remember, went down there to Daytona whenever I was 3, ate at Cracker Barrel, and they had sour sweet tea. And I drank the whole cup of it. Ate crackers the rest of the day.
Hey, you want to hear something, Jim Bob?
Oh yeah.
Up here in New Hampshire, up here in Bristol, New Hampshire, you can get a 10-pack of pork chops, and I'm talking real pork chops. I'm talking big pork chop. You can feed a family of with 4 of them. You get a 10-pack up here for $7.
God dang.
Yeah, you can get a 4-pack of pork chops for $2.89. But you go to buy a rib, it's $16 because they're 1.2, 1.3 ounces of a rib. One rib.
Dang.
All grass fed, all natural.
Sound like we need Terry Wilson's smoker. Or
Right.
whatever he used to
That's
fix
coming-
them tenderloins.
I bought 14 pork chops for under $10 and about crap my pants.
Dang.
But I went to buy some ribs and realized it was going to take $60 to feed 4 people. But I mean, look at the size of the ribs, almost a pound and a half. Oh, it's well worth it. Well worth it.
Oh yeah, for damn sure. Re-rack the field before we get started. Before you make me have to go somewhere and get something at 10 o'clock at night. But Steve Sizemore, your leader, Ken McCullough, John Darnell, Danny Barnes having a great night in that 77. And Joshua McCullough, never mind, Justin Johnson rounds that top 5. McCullough 6, Justin Millicar, James Ware 7th and 8th. Dylan Jones and Daniel Earhart still in it. Trevor Addernoth rolling back out, evidently Addernoth fixing damage that he had from this last caution. Saw him get into the wall pretty decent.
It's like these guys are racing. It's like these guys are racing to get one of those 1.2 ounce ribs, right?
Yeah. Trying to be first to the discount section. Sizemore into 9 Reynolds restart zone. We're rolling. 8 to go. Already up to block McCullough. And he's got to hold off 3 MMS drivers on the outside lane along with Justin Millicar.
Got my buddy Justin Johnson back up there in the mix.
Right now running 4th. Down the back straightaway. Jack Shack duo. Justin Millicar and Trevor Addernoth trying to make something happen. Josh McCullough lost all that ground that he had. Steve Sizemore leaves him off on 4. Going to be 7 to go. Millicar up the track back there in that 84, that purple and black machine. Hold on to her, buddy. Well, your buddy Kenny Real last night called his shot. He won the Midnight Racing League and dominated fashion, might I add.
Oh, did he?
Yeah. Led 22 or 50 laps, as a matter of fact.
Kenny's good. When he puts it down, he puts it down.
Called his shot. Nice bet to see him in this 3rd race coming up, along with Daniel Falkenham, Elite Ray.
Oh, yeah, they're all coming out.
There's several of these drivers that's involved in this, if not all of them. And Steve Sizemore running. There goes, and Ware's going to run out of room.
Going to be a shootout.
I think when we look back, then when we get back looking at us, I think we're either Niggles went for a line that wasn't there or where and ran him out of room. I ain't gonna give my opinions until I look at it. Set it up here so I can get back ready for you. We're just gonna set this up pretty much down the back straightaway at this point, because this is where all this will materialize. Alright. How do you call this one?
Push. Bad push by the 12 car. The bad push pushed James through Cody, and it collected them all. But I think maybe the 12 thought that James might have had the high side clear and was going to shove him through it, but he couldn't see. Maybe he couldn't see Cody right there on the bumper.
Run on board with him, see what we can see. I'm sure my camera angle is going to be, how my cockpit camera set up is going to be different from his, but where's Joshua? Let's run on board with the 12.
I mean, that's what it looked like to me. Looked like to me he was just going to follow through with a push, thinking James could clear maybe Cody or go high, and it just collected them all.
Run on board with Joshua McCullough.
Yeah, he kept shoving. Which, I mean, at that point, that's what you're going to do, and you're hoping the two cars in front of you stay in line to where they're connected to where when you give that shove, it's going to give the an advantage, but that right there, that wasn't no advantage.
Now what that'll do, that'll put James Waring out of this race, and it will put Cody Niggles. Well, Cody Niggles already used his one fast repair just now, so Niggles still in it. Justin Millicar still in the pits. So for James Waring, the second race will be cut short, a lot like the first one.
I think they'll go green from start to finish right here.
I would expect so. And boy, wouldn't it be something? Steve Sizemore returns to victory lane.
Wouldn't it? I like good old Steve.
Always one of them shows up when he can, and when he does, always in contention to win it a lot of the times. I compare him to how Sean Corbett's luck can be sometimes. He can be in contention all the way up to the very end. Something happened.
Man, I remember it went on for like 3 months. Sean Corbett couldn't have bought a win or a finish. I mean, he went through a lot of crap.
The entire summer. But
yeah.
It was one of the best feel-good stories when he did end up finally winning. He was ready for that interview. That's the only time he's been ready for an interview. I've been waiting for you to say that.
Yeah, because he'd been starting at the back. He qualified, tried to qualify in the middle, qualify up front. No matter where he went, it's like the wreck found him. It was like, no, not today. Not today, Sean.
Hung out to dry.
Or be left.
Let her re-rack it one more time. And it will be the restart with 3 laps to go. Steve Sizemore, John Darnell first, second. Joshua McCullough, Justin Johnson will be the top 4. Kevin McCullough will be 5th. Daniel Earnhardt 6th. Then you got Jones, Barnes, Niggles, and Azranoff left in it. This is gonna be something.
I think it'll be a good finish.
I think it's gonna be an awesome finish. And hell, Sean Corbin even lost by like 0.02 of a second at one point along the way. Hoping that hoping that don't happen to Sizemore, but anything can happen at Talladega. Alright. Steve Sizemore, John Darnell brings them down. Potentially the last restart for this race. We'll wait and see. Last one did not go to overtime. Or rolling. Darnell did not get going on that start. Right now, Steve Sizemore brings them into turn 3. Daniel Earnhardt, Cody Nichols already going to jump up to that third lane. The McCullough's going to try that middle lane. Sizemore going to stay to the bottom. Justin Johnson off the wall.
Oh,
They still banging back there. Darnell back to the bottom. But right now he's got father and son and teammates on the outside lane with Daniel Earnhardt. Dylan Jones to the bottom, going to pull Asronoff. 2 to go at the line. And 11 drivers realistically with a shot to win it. How about Dylan Jones just avoiding a wreck about 5 laps ago? He's back in it. Almost gets turned by Asronoff.
oh.
Trevor's going to go to the middle. Sizemore going to go with him. No, he's not. Back to the outside. Darn it.
That bottom of middle lane ain't got shit.
Ain't got nothing.
Nothing.
A white flag. 1 to go for Joshua McCullough. And they wreck now. It does not matter what happens.
I'm pretty sure they're going to stay in line right here and try to finish this. And Everhart actually might be able to pull this one off. He's in the catbird seat right now.
Well, you don't think Kenny's going to try to pass his own son, do you?
Oh yeah.
Ah, there they go.
If we get, there it is.
Earnhardt with Eagles.
There it is.
And nothing Josh McCullough can do but the run stalls out. They're going to be side by side. Here comes Asronoff and Justin Millicar letting it run off the top side. And Joshua McCullough goes to victory lane tonight. And McCullough 1-2. Asronoff will get third out of it.
Kenny's going yo me half. Yo me half.
I don't know if he's trying to set up a burnout, just trying to get the spin out, but he's doing a bad job if he tries to get the spin out. Hell of a job. It'll come with a little bit of controversy, but nonetheless, Joshua McCullough, the winner tonight for the second and final race for the Donator Series. Chris Carter, we're going to do the same drill that we did the last time, so it's going to be regular MMS.
Yeah, we're getting ready to see a really good race with these guys tonight on this third one. That's guaranteed.
What is this? Try to do a burnout in reverse. Let him enjoy it in a minute. As a matter of fact, he's already jumped out the Discord server, so we'll give him a minute. We'll get his old man in here in a moment. Trevor Avernoff need to pop in here too.
You
Joshua McCullough, the winner tonight. We'll go ahead and get Kenneth up in here while we wait on.
Your call. What about it? I didn't know that your mom was called. What's your call?
Let's see if we can get Ken McCullough in here. Ken McCullough, Gary Jenkins, Chris Ricardo up here at Broadcast Booth. Got a copy, buddy?
Yes, sir. I got you.
Well, this one went a whole lot smoother than what the last one did, didn't it?
Yes, it did.
Well, take me through the last lap. Was there a plan to try to get around Joshua going down the back straightaway and then they jumped you? Or really, what was the plan coming up to that restart?
Wasn't really much a plan. I never thought I would get the run on the bottom to be able to jump up there with Josh. Once we got there, I knew we couldn't give the right rear to no one. Daniel and I think it was Cody there made the move kind of early, which benefited us. We was able to side draft them and keep Trev off our right rear, and yeah, it worked out. It was a good race. Hey, I don't know about y'all, but I enjoyed that Indy race earlier.
I
It was
did.
fun.
It was a blast for both of us. It was a hell of a race. Hell, I almost say do it again.
Yeah, that's what they were saying.
It's spring water. It's spring water.
Well, buddy, think me really. How does this boost the confidence for all of MMS going into the main event for tonight?
Yeah, all we can do is got no fast repair in this one, so you got to be a little more patient. Try not to race so hard and just try to be there at the end, make something happen.
See if he's there with us. Christopher Carter, you got any questions for old Kenny?
Oh yeah, hell yeah! I got some questions for old Kenny. Great job there, buddy.
I appreciate it, man. I really wanted to make a move on Josh there at the end.
I'm not. Well, Jim Bob asked me, would you think the father will leave the son? I said, hell yeah, if he can, he will. He'll put it to him.
Yeah, long as it doesn't put Josh in a bad situation. You know, I'd never want to screw a teammate over, but shit, if I can go for it, I'll definitely do it. In these cars, it makes it a little hard because you go down and somebody gets your right rear, you screwed.
Well,
Yeah, that's one of the things you taught me. That's one of the things you taught me back when I was running with you and Christopher way back years ago. Was when we all knew it. Coming off turn 4, hey, you got the move. No hard feelings.
That's right, man. I don't never hold it against any teammate to make a move. Like say, we don't chop money over here like some of the bigger teams do or whatever. So it's kind of every man's for itself, as long as you don't just screw your other teammate up right, you know? Shit, racing's racing.
Well, buddy, my last 2 questions for you. I'm going to kind of reiterate what Carter said. Does Joshua owe you half for pushing him to the line?
Hell yeah, he does. I really could have left him there. That's for sure.
Knew it.
Well, buddy, last question because we got one more to go, and I know it's past the hour for it, but does everybody want to thank tonight, friends, family, sponsors, etc.? The floor is yours.
Yeah, thank the drivers for coming out. If they wouldn't come out week in and week out, we wouldn't be able to do this thing that we all love. Thank y'all for doing the broadcast, and thank them awesome teammates I got.
Why now?
All right, buddy. For Kenan McCullough, it'll be a second-place run. A little bit more mental going into the main event. Appreciate your time, buddy. Hopefully we'll talk to you after the next one.
Yes, sir. Thank you.
Yes, sir.
See you, Kenny.
Well, run through the final results for this one. Of course, it's going to say unofficial result if it'll work. Oh, man. Well, we're just going to go and get rid of it entirely. But nonetheless, Joshua McCullough, the winner tonight. I don't know why it's popped up McCullough's face at the bottom there. It does that crap. But regardless of the fact, let's see. So it's McCullough 1-2, Astronaut, Millicar, Sizemore, top 5, Earnhardt, Cody Nichols, John Darnell, Dylan Jones, Justin Johnson rounds out the top 10. Chris Carter, we're going to do the exact same thing that we did the last time. Hop on out and let me restart this computer and all that. And we're going to get ready for 50 laps.
What we got, like about 5 minutes?
Yep, long enough for me to cut it off, turn it back on, and get it going.
I'll see you here in a minute, buddy.
Yes, sir. That's enough for you to grab a beer. And me to grab another one.
Yes, it is. Or 2.
Hell, or 3. All right, everybody.
Why stop?
I got to work in the morning. All right, everybody. We'll see you in about 5-10 minutes for the main event. Regular MMS on tap. Coming up next.